任恩娜今天怎么样？
老师好，今
你好，
天我很好，你呢？
今天我也很好。对，周末都做什么了？
我的周末很好。
周末很好啊。你做了什么？
呃，我嗯
对，
呃，
对，
我不知道。
不记得啊，好，对对，伟伟上来了，伟伟今天怎么样？
晚上好，今天很忙，我刚刚从我的研究不是课，是extracurricular，是我研究加的 research lab。
哦，对，那是这
怎么
个，
说？
对，课外，他们说课外活动，
课外
课外就是 outside the class, regular class，对，
课外活
活动，
动啊，
课外活动。
对对，我明
好，
白。
你们明白啊？对，好，这个，你现在还在隔离中吗？
我隔离到了，
隔离已经过了，对吧？
已经
所以，
过了，
所以现在这个解除隔离了
我可以出啊。
你可以出来。
现在你可以看我在Sid Rich 的房间。
对，好，这样的啊，嘿嘿，哦，这个今天这个人那有什么样的课啊？
今天我有2堂课。
有2堂课啊，对。这一堂课以后还有没有别的课？这一堂课以后 ，after 这一堂课 this class 还有没有别的课？
我没有。
没有别的课了啊。好，对，可以休息。那伟伟呢？这堂课以后还有没有别的课？
他们是课的 measure word 吗？
堂是课的 measure word，对，
很有意思。
对，堂。
好，我有3堂课，我有physical chemistry 的 lecture，
对，
我8点有啊。还有你知道我现在的汉语课，
对，
然后6点怎么说 evening？
你可以说这个晚上，可以说晚上，对，
晚上6点我有一个public health 的课，它叫 death and dying。
这个样的啊，对，那是这个公共卫生的课，
公共卫生，对，
公共卫生的课。好，这个怀特来了，
老师好。
对，怀特今天怎么样？
还不错。
还不错。
这个早上我有印度历史课，所以是真的有意思。这课以前我有我忘了怎么说anthropology，我们下个课我们
人
anthropology，我现在忘了。
人类学，
对，人类学，所以是还好。现在有中文课，所以我很高兴。
对，好，这个好，这个威廉姆来了，对，这个那个你喜不喜欢我给你那个中文名字？那个
我喜欢，
可威，对，可威今天怎么样？
今天不错，
今天不错，对，好，那个
这个星期我有measure word for essays，
一篇，
一篇，
对，
篇 ，that's right，
对， 一篇，今天有一
一
篇
文章，
对，一篇文
文
章
章。
啊，对啊，那个叶安娜来了，今天怎么样？
今天很好，我的
对
面试，我今天在San Antonio 的牙医学院面试了，我
对
觉得非常好，感觉很好，然后我就很喜欢那个学校。
好，对，
等一下，你有个面试吗？
今天我刚完2点钟刚结束
恭喜你啊！
啊，谢谢薇薇，我觉得还是挺好的，
对，对，所以你可能会去那个学校啊，
可能吧，
可能啊，
挺喜欢的。
你挺喜欢的，好，对，这个。我记得啊，因为这个叶安娜说她这个牙医啊，有一个这个啊，她这个应征的啊那个面谈啊，所以这个伟伟，你现在还在申请那些学校吗？
现在我还申请啊，
还在申请，
我还有4个医学院要申请啊。
还有4个医学院要申请啊。对，那这个现在呢啊，这个还是这个有很多事情要做啊。
对，
好，这个我想的这个我们今天呢就这个先呢还是这个看一段这个很短的那个视频啊，这个做那个加分用的啊，那个我们做完加分的这一部分以后的话，那我们再说我们上课的啊，他的这个事情。好，那我们就先看一看好了啊，那个加分的，对，好，这是应该是啊，这个好哦，是这个这个再看看，放到哪去了？好啊，新闻要点。新闻要点大概得也没有啊。Post 在这地方好。
今天有一位网友在留言中写道：“我就想了，为什么今天大纪元没有新闻？原来油管把我的订阅取消了，我就重新订阅起来。你取消啊？你取消一次，我订阅一次。”首先呢，我们要谢谢这位朋友的支持。
知不知道他在说什么东西？那个怀特，知不知道他在说什么？
I think the comment was talking about how there was like no news today. So I was getting my notes set up. And it sounded like he was saying like something like GTML Shuwen, like today there wasn't news. I think I heard that. That's about all I heard. Sorry.
没关系，对，他在说有一个网友给他留言啊，he was talking about a comment, okay, a message from 网友 okay, the subscriber 那个网友说呢，他呢这个看不到新闻he couldn't see any news today 这是这个 the part that you just heard, okay, the subscriber couldn't see the news of the channel 最后呢他发现 eventually found out that his subscription was canceled 对，这个那他呢 ，he said why if you cancel my subscription, then I will subscribe to the channel once again 。so, 他开始的时候在说这个啊。好，
也谢谢所有像他一样支持我们的朋友。正所谓是非无需评论，公道自在人心。不过呢，这位网友的留言也让我们想到了我们最近点阅量急剧下降的一个因素，而且很可能还是一个主要因素。大家知道，最近一个阶段，我们节目点阅量真的是每况愈下，我们也真的是在反省自己的问题，究竟是什么原因出现这样的情况？我们一样的努力，为什么会下降呢？这位朋友的留言说明了什么问题呢？早前呢，有一位网友给我发邮件，大概是内部的人士说呢，油管的中文团队中啊，已经被中共给严重的渗透了，包括新闻看点在内，几个讲真话的自媒体都被画了一个圈儿，是他们重点打压的对象。当然，因为没有真凭实据，我们也不好说什么。但是我们的确被打压得非常厉害，最近更是接二连三的被黄标，这既影响了我们的收入，也影响大家的收看。对我们来说，真的太难了。被小粉红谩骂，我们说实话已经习惯了，但是这种对我们无理的打压，几乎是要从根本上扼杀我们，不允许我们讲真话，不允许我们关注热点时事，不允许扒开中共隐藏掩盖的那些真相。但是呢，我们不会停步，再难我们也会走下去。作为大家的朋友，新闻看点有责任告诉大家事实真相。在此呢，牧羊和团队的所有工作人员，真的恳请大家帮助我们能够多多的转发，在遭受这种不公正的对待之下，尽量的让更多需要知道真相的人看到我们的节目。昨天
好，在这地方啊，应该是这个介绍 is kind of introductory part。对，这地方的话，这个伟伟他在说什么东西？
老师，我有个问题，他们做什么？我感觉声音太小了，我听不到。
声音太小了啊，那这个把它给这个调大一些啊。Maybe this one。
一位上海的朋友爆料，在上
海，
现在声音大了啊，对，好，那前边一部分听清楚了没有？前边的那一部分。对，
好像就听到他说，like they feel like they're being silenced.
对
that there's some kind of restriction, so their views have gone down and everything, and they think it's because no one wants to know like the Chinese government the truth about the China or whatever.
对，是这个意思啊。好，那我们看他这边的这个新闻啊 ，Now is the news。对，
上海高架路上看到了长串的黄色救援车辆，上面装载着都是高射机枪。网友没有说明这是要干什么，只是呢在邮件中写了一句：“希望永远没有战争的一天。”是这样，作为普通百姓来说，能够安安稳稳的生活，平平静静的过日子，这是最基本的愿望。谁也不希望过那种居无定所、颠沛流离的生活。但是大家回头看看中共统治中国这几十年，中国人有几天好日子呢？在大陆的时候，我不止一次听过老人说这样的话，说这个社会啊长不了。什么意思呢？在中共的统治下，很多人脑子里边现在只想两个问题，一个是钱，一个是性。走到今天，也有很多人呢开始反思了，为什么会这样呢？不光是普通百姓在反思，就连那些中共的红二代们也在集体反思，因为他们也看到了中共统治下的中国路已经走歪了。昨天，北京二中院对中共知名的红二代，被网友称为大炮的华远集团原董事长任志强进行了庭审，但是呢没有做出当庭宣判。昨天一早啊，有不少媒体和支持任志强的朋友呢就聚集在二中院的大门外。据现场的人介绍，门口守卫的警察明确告知，只有特别邀请的人才可以进入到法庭旁听，而且 对在法院外拍照摄像的人，警察进行了盘查和驱赶。鉴于任大炮的这个名气，他的案件关注度很高。但奇怪的是，截止到昨天下午6点，除了二中院之前的这个公告之外，中共的官媒还有其他的门户网站，包括微博等等，对大炮受审的事儿都没有做相关的报道。既然已经发了公告了，而且也说是公开审理了，为什么不允许人们进入旁听呢？究竟是公开审理还是秘密审判呢？媒体不做相关的报道，当局到底在怕什么呢？任志强究竟有罪没罪呢？一名自称是中共国资委系统的退休财会人员告诉中央社，他说呢，任志强在华远集团当董事长的时候就是个大炮型人物，不是今天才这样，为何到了现在才来定他的罪呢？而现在的罪却又是他的陈年往事。这位在现场默默表达声援的先生表示呢，他曾经查过当年华远集团和任志强的账，说账是清楚的。况且任志强当年是年收入人民币好几百万元的高收入人群，这种情况下，他说任志强还需要贪污吗？任志强的案子呢，当局在8号已经发出了公告，说呢任志强案涉4宗罪，其中3项罪名是经济类犯罪，还有1项是职务类犯罪。
好，他们在说这个任志强啊，这个人，啊，他说的关于这个任志强的这一部分，大概在说什么东西？那个怀特，听过任志强的名字没有？
I think there's a lot that I didn't understand in that one.
对对
But it had something to do with the like the police. It looked like there were people like filming what appeared to be like a Chinese consulate or something, or like a foreign affairs type office. And I know he asked, he's like, what does the Chinese, I guess, Communist Party have to fear? It looked like the people that were filming were like the Jingcha, the police were giving them like tickets or telling them to move or something. So it looked like maybe there was some sort of, it sounded to me like there was an event going on. Like it was referenced a couple times. So it sounded like there's some sort of maybe like a event being held at that place or something happening. So it just looked like they didn't want press coverage of that event. So he asked, what are they scared about? So
对，这个任志强，对，这个叶安娜，任志强，你听到他是什么样的人？
我以前没听说过他，但是我觉得很有意思，他们好像叫他大炮。
大炮什么意思
？Like a big like explosion.
大炮 ，big gun.
Okay.
对 ，big gun. 这个big mouth in a way. 对，对，他呢喜欢那个批评中共的政府apparently was fond of criticizing the Chinese Communist government. 所以呢，他呢这个was has been called the big gun. 任志强，那这个他呢这个因为这个说习近平因为任志强 was critical of Xi Jinping, saying that he tried to be a naked emperor, an emperor with no clothes on. 这样，所以呢，这个他们呢要审他，decided to put him on trial. 这个样子啊，所以这个他的新闻呢是关于这个任志强的。好，这一部分要不要再听一次？Would you like to hear this part once again? 再听一次啊，对，好，听他的新闻，对，好，这个应该是这儿。
已经走歪了。昨天，北京二中院对中共知名的红二代，被网友称为大炮的华远集团原董事长任志强进行了庭审，但是呢，没有做出当庭宣判。昨天一早 有不少媒体和支持任志强的朋友呢，就聚集在二中院的大门外。据现场的人介绍，门口守卫的警察明确告知，只有特别邀请的人才可以进入到法庭旁听，而且对在法院外拍照摄像的人，警察进行了盘查和驱赶。鉴于人大炮的这个名气，他的案件关注度很高。但奇怪的是，截止到昨天下午6点，除了二中院之前的这个公告之外，中共的官媒还有其他的门户网站，包括微博等等，对大炮受审的事儿都没有做相关的报道。既然已经发了公告了，而且也说是公开审理了，为什么不允许人们进入旁听呢？究竟是公开审理还是秘密审判呢？媒体不做相关的报道，当局到底在怕什么呢？任志强究竟有罪没罪呢？一名自称是中共国资委系统的退休财会人员告诉中央社，他说呢，任志强在华远集团当董事长的时候就是个大炮型人物，不是今天才这样，为何到了现在才来定他的罪呢？而现在的罪却又是他的陈年往事。这位在现场默默表达声援的先生表示呢，他曾经查过当年华远集团和任志强的账，说账是清楚的。况且任志强当年是年收入人民币好几百万元的高收入人群，这种情况下，他说任志强还需要贪污吗？任志强的案子呢，当局在8号已经发出了公告，说呢任志强案涉4宗罪，其中3项罪名是经济类犯罪，还有1项是职务类犯罪。
好，那可以写个这个大概4句话吧for sentences 这个说一下这个他呢在新闻里头提到的事情 kind of summary of what he said in his news broadcasting 对，写完以后还是给我寄来host 好，完了。Zoom 这个样子。Zoom。Zoom。Stop sharing 对。好。 林安娜写完了是吧？对，好，叶安娜写完了，怀特也写完了是吧？啊，那这个那个科威写完了没有？大概还在写啊。对，这个伟伟呢也还在写。
我写完了，我发给你。
啊，发给我，好，对，这个。各位还在写，好。
Yeah, I'm sending it in.
写完了。 写好了吧？好了，好，那就发过来。对，那我们这个原来定的今天有个也应该是这个，看看好像是对，周周三有个小考，对不对？原来定了周三的一个小考呢，我们呢就是这个改到下周一这个你这不是那个小考试，第一次的那考试所以这个原来是这个周三there should be actually test on Wednesday, but we will somehow put it off, okay, until 下周一 next Monday, okay. 这就是这个我们呢这个念的书是这3个部分 that will be the test on the 3 parts, okay, 3 passages that we have read, okay. 那个呢它是这个有翻译basically you will get a few sentences, okay, from each of the 3 excerpts that we have read, okay, that's one part. 另外一部分的话that will be the questions, okay. 我呢在下课以后after our class, okay, I would send a copy to you of about I think 17 questions or so, okay, which we will work on Wednesday. It's basically the questions summarizing the contents of the 3 excerpts, okay. 那所以在考试的时候的话你们呢有这个3项so you will have again as you did on the quiz, okay. First part will be vocab, okay. That would be the first 45 words of the second part of reading. And again, I would tell you where we would be expected to stop, okay. What's the last word, just to make sure that we have the same counting result, okay. 那第二项 then the second section will be translation of some Chinese sentences from the excerpts into English, and the 第三项呢 then answering questions, okay. That's a section related to the contents, the stories, okay, that we have read, okay, in those excerpts. 对，所以是下周一 a week from now, okay, then we will have the test, okay. 时间可以吧这个 is the schedule timetable acceptable 可以吗？可以对，如果有问题跟我说let me know if you need more time or any questions that should pop up. 对，
我有个问题
OK，
这个45个生子弹以是下个星期的星期一的考试，或者我们有了2个小考，
不是第2个小考，就是
不是第2个小考，
对，就是这个下个星期一的那个考试，它的第一项 the first section of the test that we're going to have next Monday.
好，
对 那个部分。对，好，还有没有别的问题？没有啊。那我们呢，今天把我们的这一段呢that's about half of our third excerpt, okay, is left. Yeah, we'll try to finish this part 啊。这个从那个1、2、3、4、5、6啊，从这个 the middle of the excerpt, okay, beginning with 中日第2次战争这地方开始啊。这个人恩呐，你看到，帮我们念念啊。看到了没有 ？Did you get to see that part？ 看到了啊？对，
我看，
对，看到了，对。
中日第2次战争爆发前夕，
对，
执政多年的蒋中正局长会议，强调争取实现从容
准备的备战，对，
避免与日军发生全面冲突。
对，好，It's a good place to take a break 对，好啊，
对，
这个在第一句第一个逗点的前边啊。The right before the first comma， 西的话，它呢 is the same character as in 外国 foreign, okay, and so on the right of the character Y you have a vertical line, okay, indicating we have mentioned before, okay, whatever is beyond that line is considered foreign, outside, okay, so 西呢。That's actually the image of a new moon, a crescent. 对，所以前夕 okay, that's a synonym of eve. Okay, so the eve before the outbreak. Okay, 在下边第3个逗点的前边before the third comma。争取，我们说过了it's image of 2 hands, one on the top, one at the bottom, okay, and then in the middle, okay, now you have actually a vertical stroke, okay, but originally we have mentioned it's actually the horns of the bull, okay, and so 2 people are fighting, okay, as one is entangling with the horns of a bull. Okay, so 争 to fight, to strive. 对，取的话 hand grabbing hold of the ear. We went over the character. Okay, so 争取的话 fight and to win. Okay, 叫做争取。在下边这个right after the comma, okay, the same comma, 从容，从的话这个 it's based on the image of a person following the other person, 所以从的话 has a sense of following, okay, 容的话 you have a mouth at the bottom and then the image of a valley, okay, under the roof, okay, 所以容的话 refers to the space, okay, that one has, okay, in under the roof in the house, okay, and the combined term following the space, okay, that means to proceed leisurely at the okay in leisure 叫从容。对，在下边the word before the next comma 冲突。Okay. 冲的话 simplified character has ice radical or water radical on the left. So 冲的话 originally refers to the impacting of flood. Okay, so 冲 to wash away. Okay, and 突的话 you have a roof radical on the top, and under the roof the symbol of separation, and then under the symbol of separation, you have the character for dog. By itself, pronounced 犬. So it's a compound image of a dog, okay? Jumping out, rushing out from house-like, okay, cave, okay? Under the roof, when you have a separation, okay, sign, that's a character indicating cave, okay, since a cave is somewhat like a house, okay, so it's an image of a dog, okay, rushing out from a cave, so it has a sense of ambush, okay, 冲呢, that means charge, okay, and ambush, 冲突, and the translation in this context would be a conflict. Okay, since conflict normally involves charging and also ambush. 在下边, okay, you have right before the comma, okay, 甚嚣尘上, okay, 嚣. Even though there are many strokes there, but actually it's the repeated image of a mouth, one at each corner, okay? So the meaning comes from the mouth, okay? And also from the middle character, which is basically the image of a person, okay? So you have a person there, okay, who is making noise, okay, as loud as four mouths together, okay. So that means noisy, okay, loud, okay, very noisy. 甚, okay, meaning it's a synonym of 很, okay, they rhyme, okay, very noisy, okay. 尘 means dust, okay. So it's the kicking up quite a bit dust, okay, making a noise. 甚嚣尘上, and that's an idiom. Okay. So, 在下边, okay, the middle of the following part, okay, 山洞, okay, 山呢, it's a compound image of fire on the left, and then a single door pane on the top right, and then under the single door pane, you have a duplicate image of feather. And so, 山, okay, the character on the right is the one for fan. And it's a compound image of using a fan, okay, made of feather, okay, to fan the fire. Okay. So 山 has a sense of to incite, to stir up, okay, to foment, 山动 to move. Okay. So it's a synonym of 山, okay. 煽动 that means to incite, okay, foment. 好，那个在下边 the very first phrase, okay, after the following comma, okay, 火同, 火呢, the meaning comes from the character on the right, 多 meaning many, okay, and 果 in the traditional character, okay, so that means many, okay, and together. 好 and we would translate this part, okay, 好，这地方呢，雷安娜可以翻一翻啊。
Okay, so on the eve of the second Chinese-Japanese War, Jiang Zhong,
对
who was in power for many years,
对
insisted on buying time.
对 literally that means peace negotiation. Singapore is using negotiation as an excuse, yeah, to buy time. Yeah.
Okay. Calmly prepared for the war.
强调, yeah, there's a phrase in between. 强调争取时间. Do you see that phrase? Yeah, after advocated peace negotiation. Yeah.
Yeah.
强调争取时间. The word emphasizing. Did you see that part? 强调争取 emphasizing striving 争取 we have mentioned, okay, to fight for, okay, to strive for, okay, 时间 time, so emphasizing apparently the importance of buying time.
Okay. So yeah, emphasizing the importance of buying time.
对
Calmly preparing for war.
对
And avoiding full conflict with the Japanese army.
对对 好 对 那个 好 那 we actually yeah went over some of the next part. 对 好 下边这个部分 这个怀特念念啊。
Get myself unmuted here.
对
start with 火烫，对啊。
对对从那个火筒好对
火烫中共迫使将中正对日宣战 right 宣战 OK 结果中国损失惨重，战事发生4年多以后，主要因日本与美国发生冲突，中日战争发展成为世界2战的一部分，美国的规模演化，把年抗日方得以胜利结束。
对，好，就到这地方。对，那个刚刚呢，我们说到这个火筒啊，这个在下边啊，这个right before the second comma, okay, 损失 损 you have a hand radical, okay, that means okay, the damage, okay, the one received from the blow, okay, dealt out by the hand, okay. Then on the right you have the phonetic symbol, okay, 圆 the line, okay. 诗呢，我们说过了，we mentioned 诗呢 is based on the image of a person, okay? And then you have a slanting stroke, and so it means something that is dropping down. So 失呢 means literally to lose, okay? 损失, together they are synonyms meaning loss, okay? Or used as a verb, okay? Lose. 对，在下边after well, two two commas down, okay? 在after let me see, let me count 1、2、3、4、5对，好，那个it's before the fifth comma of the part we just read, okay? 它前边那个部分那个中日战争发展，对，成为发展，发呢，出发的发，发现的发it's based on the simplified character hand at the bottom. And originally, you have actually a bow, okay, that the hand is using, okay? So from the sense of the shooting of an arrow, okay? And of course, in simplified character, the bow is reduced just to a couple of strokes there, okay? So 发 has a sense to set forth, to issue, okay, to develop in this case. 展 you have a person radical on the top, a person sitting there, okay, and the bottom part, okay, is the phonetic symbol. So 发展 together means to issue, okay, to start, okay, and to extend, to develop. So together means to develop. 成为成的话 used as a verb means to accomplish. 这个字我们说过了 okay? It's based on the same image as one sees in the character 我 I or me, okay? Which is the image of a lance, spear, okay? And then you have phonetic symbol on the at the bottom, okay? By itself is pronounced 丁 okay? 丁的话 is an image of nail, okay? The head of a nail, 丁所以成的话 that means a compound image indicate that one has succeeded, okay, in turning the iron, okay, which is the actually the material, okay, of a nail, okay, into a spear or lance successfully. So 成的话 has a sense of to accomplish, to achieve, okay, and in the abstract sense to become. 对 like 为的话 originally it's the image of elephant, okay. 我是以为 okay. Let's see. Wait, okay. The the traditional form has actually the hand, okay, on the top is the image of a hand in the shape of a bird's claw, okay. And then the bottom part, you have a long slanting stroke. Originally, a long slanting stroke is actually part of this creature. The, this creature, okay, that has a long trunk, okay, that's an elephant. Okay? So basically, it's a compounded image of the hand taking hold of a long trunk of an elephant, okay, and apparently making the elephant do the heavy-duty job. So wei by itself means to do, to work, and then the simplified character somehow keep the long trunk of the elephant, okay, and then reduce the body to a big round stroke, okay, and the hand on the top is reduced to one stroke, okay. So wei used as verb means to do, okay, by implication, heavy duty job, okay, and used as a preposition, that means as, okay. So 成为, okay, develop and become, okay. 好，在下边 then the middle phrase of the following part, okay, 大规模 规 you have the person radical on the left, image of a person, okay, and on the right you have the character for 见, to see, okay, and so basically the compound image meaning what an adult sees, okay, and the image of a person on the left, that's actually the adult image, since the one horizontal stroke on the top, okay, is the image of a hairpin. Okay, let's show the picture, okay, of Fu. All right, clear this part. So basically, the image of Da is an image of a person standing there, okay? And then the character for Fu, as we see here, has an extra horizontal line on the top. And this extra horizontal line represented originally, okay, the hairpin that a Chinese, ancient Chinese man would normally wear. Okay? So once they have come of age, then there's a ceremony, okay, to be held at which the man will receive the hairpin, okay, to be actually pinned, okay, in his hair to keep his long hair, okay, up, okay, in order, okay, since the ancient Chinese grew long hair, okay, as the early American Indians that did, okay. So that one indicates that's an adult. So what an adult sees, then that's the rule, as opposed to what a child sees, okay. So 规 has a sense of regulation, rule, okay. Mo means a mode or type, okay. You have a tree radical on the left, okay. And on the right, you have phonetic symbol, okay. And basically, okay, 模 means it's a mold or type made of wood, okay. So 大规模, okay, one makes rules about the type, the mold, okay. Together, that means scale, okay, large scale. Okay. And the next two words, 圆，圆呢 you have a hand on the left, another hand on the top, looks like a bird's claw, and another hand at the bottom. Again, it's a bird's claw. And among those three hands, you have the object. Okay? So it's a handing of an object, okay, by one hand to the other. Okay? So basically that means that to aid, to assist, to help. 圆，圆滑啊 help aid China。好，这地方这个怀特翻一翻啊。
Myself unmuted here. Okay, so I guess the last sentence kind of puts the condition of like working with the Chinese Communist Party to help Jiang Zhongzheng, which is just this Chiang Kai-shek, right?
对对对。
So yeah, so working with the CCP or the Chinese Communists to I guess to force Chiang Kai-shek to declare war on Japan. China suffered heavy losses.
对对 yeah. We'll do the translation. Yeah, I think that we last stopped at the place where the sentence begins with 当时主战之声. At that time, the voice advocating or espousing or war 甚嚣尘上. Did you see that part? 对.
Oh, with 战争期间中国等等。
在全面冲突之后 after full conflict, then you have 当时主战之声. Do you see that part?
I am looking for it. Sorry, one
Okay.
sec.
当时主战之声，甚嚣尘上。
Okay, I see.
Okay.
Sorry. I just had it divided weird, so it was in the back.
Okay.
Okay, so at that time, like the like the sound of battle was very loud.
对对
Zhang Shiliang initiated the Xi'an incident.
对
I guess by the will of the Chinese communists and
Yeah.
cooperated with the Chinese communists to force Chiang Kai-shek to declare war on Japan.
对对，是
Okay.
这样啊，在中共的煽动之下，that means incited by the Chinese communists. 对
Okay, so incited by the Chinese communists, so the Xi'an incident incited by the Chinese communists, and cooperated with the Chinese Communist Party to force Chiang Kai-shek to declare war on Japan. As a result, China suffered heavy losses.
对对
Okay. So more than, I guess, so, I guess there's 4 years of the war,
对
and it was mainly due to the conflict between the United States and Japan,
对
and it developed into like to become a piece or like a part of World War II.
对对
Um,
Sino-Japanese war became part of
Yeah, so the
that.
Sino-Japanese War became like a front or like a facet of World War II. The United States aided China greatly on a large, I guess, scale.
对
But or I don't know if Archia. But China lost a large or big amount of manpower and
对，那有一句啊，there's a sentence before that，8年抗战方得以胜利结束。Did you see that one？8年抗战。
Yeah, okay, so the 八年抗战, the 8-year war.
对
So I guess is that like the Sino-Japanese War and then World War II, just kind of just together?
对，那8年抗战呢 that's normally the term used among the Chinese to refer to Sino-Japanese War. 对
Okay.
like it lasted about 8 years. 对，8年抗战。
So I'm just writing that down. Okay, so but the Sino-Japanese War ended, I guess, ended victoriously for China.
对，方得以那个able to barely able to
Yeah, so it was like barely kind of eked out a victory, so they barely won.
对，是这样子啊。如果没有美国援助的话，without the aid from the states, then that didn't look good.
Yeah.
对，好，好，就到这地方。这我们刚刚念的啊 ，That's where the reading stopped last time. 对，好，在下边这个克威念一念啊。
我们在
但 the word OK， 但战争期间，
当战争期间，中国损失
对，
人力物力胖的到惊人的程度，而且蒋建正有私于世界列强一正
I think that
承担
you are
长。
probably
Did I skip a line? I
yeah,
skipped a
you
line.
skipped a
I
line.
对不起 I skipped a
没
line.
关
I
系
don't know how I did that.
对，
而且中正也因中日战争而让当是苏共
对，
支持的中共
力
势力做大，
对，
最终被中共大陆失去大陆。
对，中共击溃，
That's the end of the sentence.
击溃，对，好，这个主要the part after okay well actually the first part in the middle 庞大 okay 庞大到惊人庞呢 you have a partial roof under the partial roof you have the image or the character for dragon. Okay, and so 庞呢 means that inside the house under the roof you have surprising dragon, okay, nesting there. Okay, so 庞 has a sense of tremendous. Okay? The dragon is a real creature. Okay, and 庞大到large. Okay, 惊人，惊的话 on the top right, you have a hand holding a stick or staff. And on the top left, you have actually the image of a sheep. Okay, under the sheep, you have a mouth there. So together, the top part was originally used to indicate what the modern character does. It means to alarm. Use the verb used as an adjective, alarming. Okay, so that's the image of a shepherd holding a staff to alarm the sheep. Okay, when the wolves are about. Okay. 所以呢 and then the modern character has the horse radical added to it. So in this case, a shepherd will also warn a horse when the wolves appears. So 惊呢 has a sense to alert, to alarm. Okay, so 惊 在下边toward the latter part of the following sentence, okay, 支持 it's based on the image of a cross on the top, and then you have a hand holding the cross. So 支的话 means to support, from the meaning of to hold. Okay, one gets a sense to support. 持 synonym, a hand on the left, and then on the right, that's a phonetic symbol. By itself means temple, okay, or office. Okay, so 持 that means to sponsor, to support, also synonym of 支 okay, 支持 support. 好，在下边 okay, the last character 路呢 mean menon. Okay, we went over this character. You have the heel radical on the left, okay, and then soil, land at the bottom on the right, okay, and a heel on the top, okay, again on the right, okay. So basically, it's a mass, okay, of land, okay, and translated to continent. 对，好，这一部分那个课文翻一翻啊。
Yep, there it is. But during the war period, China lost lost manpower and material resources to an astonishingly large degree.
对，
However, or but, and then
而且 also, okay, but also
not only, not only are also, not only, not only 中中 yeah, the
对，而且 but also,
yeah.
but also
Yeah.
蒋中正 蒋介石
But also, yeah, but also like both the both the nationalist and communist governments.
蒋中正
No, that's wrong.
yeah 张开先 okay 也因也 also okay but also
So
张开
both the both Chiang Kai-shek and the communist
先
and the
no there's no word indicating both, okay, so since you have the concept, the word indicating
also.
But also, so you can translate the first 而且 okay, furthermore, moreover, in addition, okay, 张开先 also, okay, 因 because, okay, because 中日战争 because of the Sino-Japanese war 而让
Yeah, okay. Oh, so that's yin wei. So
Yeah.
okay.
yeah
So
also because of
also furthermore, Chiang Kai-shek, because of the Sino-Japanese war.
对
Or down Sino-Japanese war, 让是苏共that's 支持
而让而呢 it's just
而让
to indicate the contrast, okay, so you
yeah, okay. So in contrast, as thanks to support from the Soviet Union. So in contrast,
you have the word 让 meaning to let, okay, so let, okay, allow or let, okay, let 当时 meaning at that time, so allowing or letting at that time, okay, then you have
the Soviet Union.
对苏共支持的中共, so you have the construction and the object is 中共 Chinese Communists. Okay, and then you have the modifier modifying Chinese Communists. Okay, 苏共支持. So the Chinese Communists, okay, supported by the Soviet Communists. Okay,
Yeah, by the Soviets.
对，势力
So,
做大. Okay,
in contrast at the time, the China.
对 grow 这个 in strength. 对
Became like we're becoming strong, or like
对
growing
对
stronger.
So 江开学 also because of the Sino-Japanese War somehow let, okay, you can translate somehow let the Chinese communists who were
Let
supported
the
by
CCP
the
with the support
who
of
were
the
supported
Soviets
by
to
the
become
Soviet
strong.
communists, okay, to become stronger in power, strength, okay. 最终
in power. Finally,
对被
最终 finally by defeating
by
or finally by
indicates the passive voice. So by the Chinese communists, okay,
Chinese communists.
对击溃呢
means,
yeah,
defeated.
Defeated. So finally defeated by
the Chinese communists. Communists. They like fled the mainland.
对失呢 to lose. 对 to
they lost.
They lost.
And shoot indicating like to go away. They lost.
The means to drop. Okay, that's the image we have drawn before. It's a slanting downward stroke means an object is going down. It means dropping. If you drop something, you lose it.
Okay.
So like playing basketball. If you drop the ball, then you don't have the right to shoot the basket. 好，就这一部分有没有什么问题？
如果可以的话，
I think I got it this time.
对，伟伟。
如果可以的话，我可以念最后一句子很快啊。
最后一句好，你很快的念完，对，伟伟。
中共战争有益于世界列强一种长短。毛泽东在众人的反对声中执意发动大跃进，希望10几20年就可以赶上世界上一切国家，因为草率行事导致大饥荒。据学者估计20月4000万人。
对，好，那这伟伟要不要翻一翻？
好，The Chinese Communist Party developed the governments to try and compete with the world powers for supremacy. Mao Zedong, in the face of large public opposition, decided to instigate the Great Leap Forward with the hope of, in 10 or 20 years, outsurpassing every single world power in the world. Because of the rashness of this action, the Great Leap Forward resulted in the Great Famine, which, according to scholars, resulted in the starvation death of somewhere around 40 million people.
对，是这个意思。
Oh, just in time. 非常好。
这翻得很好。Well translated. 对。Next time we'll go over a few phrases in this part, okay? And before we get to work on those questions, okay, which I am going to send you after our class. 对。有没有什么问题 ？The last minute questions 没有，好，那没有的话，我们呢今天上到这，对，你们保重啊 ，useful word， 对 ，take care of yourself， 保重，对，我们就上到这，对，再见。
再见。